Jessica, and this is my Meet Cute.
Falling in love is funny. It's weird, awkward, happy, or sad. It's a vibe. Where if you know, you know. Or do you? More than anything, it's personal and all around us. Inspired by true events and performed by real actors, Meet Cute presents When I Met You.
So, this is something I've been working on. It's almost done. Just 2 weeks ago, I feel like I found the element that will put it over the edge. It's close to magic. It's really compelling, but I feel like it's a confusing fragrance for a lot of people. Because, I don't know why, but it is. If you blow out with your nose onto the strip, it will bounce those molecules around. Yeah, like that. So, there was this restaurant I used to go to in Red Hook, Brooklyn, called The Good Fork. It was like my favorite spot, which is saying a lot for New York. One evening after dinner, they said, "You need to try this drink. Chamomile grappa." And I hate grappa. It's smooth, sophisticated, sexy, sweet, and soothing at the same time. This is how you want to feel after dinner. When I started making fragrances, I wanted to make a scent like that drink. One that wraps you up in incredible warmth. Trying to capture that is so much fun. See? The dominant note is chamomile, but it's also got this sharp, alcohol-y, yeasty, earthy thing that's going on as well. Kind of like this fungal, mushroomy sort of thing in there, I think. It's very grounded, but also blows the top of your head off. How did I start? Well, I haven't been doing this for very long, so this is probably at some point in 2018. Like I had ended up with hundreds of perfume samples because I found this website called Lucky Scent, and it's all niche perfumes. Discovering niche perfumes was a big game changer because what normally is considered perfume, I don't dig. It started with me trying to find this certain kind of fragrance that would last on my skin. From trying to find that to having over 200 fragrance samples assembled right here on this kitchen table. So I created this insane spreadsheet that listed all of the fragrances, all of the fragrance notes, plus like my little thoughts about them. And it got so completely out of hand that I thought, I need more spreadsheets. And I was complaining to a friend because I got obsessive about stuff. And she said, "Why don't you take a perfume class?" So I ended up taking a class, and that was really the beginning. Okay, probably the most mind-blowing, what's the word, affirmation, support, is a fragrance class I took. And the guy who's teaching this class is like an insane perfumer, and he's also a hard ass. One of the reasons I love him is because he's just telling it like it is. He's not trying to make people feel good. Last class I took with him, I'd brought 10 fragrances for him to review. I was in this class with a few other women who'd had more interactions with him, and they tried to prep me by saying, "It's only his opinion. Don't feel bad about whatever he tells you." So I went in expecting the worst. Also, since the fragrances I make are really different from the fragrances he makes. I thought, okay, I've spent this much time and money on this, so rejection will give me a reason not to do this anymore. Gain a sense of closure and relief. So he sat down and gave me some notes. He was just all very dry. At the end, I asked, "So what do you think? Like in general?" He said plainly, like it was no big deal, "Oh, these are all very good. You're ready to go to market. I think you should start with these 5. I would say it's a love of a bodily sensory kind of thing. I'm very tactile. I love textures and I love to eat and good alcohol. Fragrance just kind of feels like another sensual kind of interface, or it's something like that. Fragrance is such a wonderful medium because it catches you in this place that is totally pre-verbal. You can train your brain, have all these ideas of what you should like or not like in a fragrance, but the thing is, the very primal part of you will say, "Yes, I want this," or "Ugh, get this away from me." Yeah, you can learn to like certain kinds of art or certain kinds of literature or certain kinds of wine, but if you don't like the smell of lavender, You probably never will. This is the thing. I have no idea what's going on here. This was kinda a fragrance I chased. Where I was working, it came from a sketch. I was building it. I know exactly what's in here. It's so compelling and nostalgic for me, and I love it, and I think it's ready to release, but I can't name it. There's something about it that reminds me of the saints, the statues, that they dress in those incredible, brocade gowns and stuff, and, the hem of that somehow. Every fragrance is like an adventure. I'm Jessica, and this is my meet cute.